I was only 9 years old, I loved K-pop Demon Hunters so much. K-pop Demon Hunters is love. K-pop Demon Hunters is life. K-pop Demon Hunters is a movie that you may have heard of. It's been making its rounds on Netflix and has slowly become an overnight global film sensation. I have a friend, Kayla. She told me she was watching it. I said, what is this about? Obviously, my reading comprehension skills are no greater than that of a second grader because obviously K-pop, Demon, and Hunters. And y'all know that I'm the biggest K-pop stan in the world. The BTS, Twice, Kiss of Life, that's it. And just by looking at the cover, you can tell that it's about these three girls. I've always been a big fan of shows and media that include female leads. The Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo, Hocus Pocus, Matilda. And just looking at the animation, it looks like the Spider-Verse movies. So I said, this is worth checking out. And as I thought, the animation was on point. Like how I just referenced the Spider-Verse movies, they used a similar technique with the animation style. It wasn't exactly the same, but they had their similarities. And I know that if you've been on Twitter or just online, you've probably seen this face circulating on the interwebs. I don't know if it was meant to be reminiscent of an Ahegao. I don't know if that's meant to be reminiscent of that. I don't think it is. Some people don't like it. Some people do. But I didn't really think too much about it because the animation just looks cool, bro. It looks glitchy. They animated it with different frame rates. They just did such different techniques that it's just very captivating, engaging, surreal, bizarre, and eccentric. The story of K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay, I'm gonna dumb this down because I'm dumb as fuck, okay? Basically, there's this character named Gima. I think I said it wrong. Think of Gima as the devil. Bad, evilness, okay? But for different certain time periods, there's this crest or seal called the Hun Moon. And the Hun Moon prevents demons from getting into the real world, that is K-pop Demon Hunters. And in this day and age, the Huntrix, they're literally like the biggest fucking K-pop group. I think, I don't know, at least one of them. And with their performances and singing, they help to seal the Hun Moon for this current year that they're in. And they will stop Gima and any other demons from coming into the real world. Off rip, the music is just catchy as fuck. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret, okay? I didn't tell anybody this. I don't even think I told some of my best friends this, but I had a little bit of a phase. No, we passed that. I had a little bit of a phase where I would listen to different K-pop groups and just music. On Roku TV, not sponsored by the way, there's literally like a K-pop channel that plays some of the biggest hits and some of the more underrated songs from different groups. And I would just watch that, bro. Like I would literally just have it on while I'm doing something else as background noise. And if something caught my attention, knock knock, oh who's there? Shazam, bitch. Put it in my playlist, liked it, and yeah. But y'all didn't hear that from me. So I can definitely appreciate K-pop music. I can definitely appreciate why it's catchy. And there's a strong emphasis on that in K-pop Demon Hunters, which I do appreciate. The world of K-pop Demon Hunters, like I said before, is just so bizarre and eccentric, captivating and inviting, with the bright different colors, the surreal dreamscapes that are shown in the world of K-pop Demon Hunters, the animated faces of the characters, the different personalities of the idol group Huntrix. Everything is just so inviting and it's just so enchanting each and every time a different song would come on and all of the characters will break out in song and dance. And while some people may not like musicals or just like I said before, K-pop music in general, this movie has very unique qualities that make all of these ideas more palatable to a mainstream audience, like K-pop does, which is why I feel like it exploded the way that it did in popularity. Sony did a very good thing with making this movie and pushing it the way that they did. The only thing is, I hope in the future that they don't abuse this technique, animation, bright, beautiful colors, just like, Into the Spider-Verse, even though there's no music, like, musical shit. Because if everybody is a K-pop idol, if everyone is a superhero, then at the end of the day,
no one will be.
I also just want to let you know the S is for Sony, not Syndrome. I repeat, it is. My husband and I are not the intended target audience, but we both really enjoyed the song and the animation, and we laughed a lot. Sony should pay me because I recommended it to so many people. Put this on for my daughter, ended up loving it myself. We are heading to a new age, cartoon and Disney sitting on the sidelines for this one. I'm 42, male, sorta like anime, but haven't intentionally listened to K-pop ever. I love this movie. The soundtrack is all over my Apple Music, and I am now checking out K-pop too. I recommend it to anyone who I think might even potentially like the movie. Such a blast, this movie. Hope they follow up the momentum, but it felt like a passion project, and I would be happy for it to be a standalone film if they can't find the same passion for a follow-up. I'm not gonna lie though, bro, they was trying to get signed in that bitch. I can't even lie to you, bro. It was catchy. And you would have to be crazy to think that Sony would not try and capitalize off of this opportunity and try and pull a Nickelodeon, which is really like a Disney, and try to create pop stars and actual music that will sell in the real world, which they obviously did very successfully. Because you actually have to sit down and think about how crazy it is that K-pop Demon Hunters had actual songs in the show chart on the top Billboard 200s. It's not unheard of, but it's just crazy how in 2025 we see how powerful good music can be and how influential K-pop can be on movies and cinema when they're both tied hand in hand together. Now look, I'm not gonna lie to you though. I feel like the only people that can give Huntrix a run for their money as far as groups go. Have y'all heard of a show? Have you seen a little old show by the name of American Dad?
Wanna shot a boy's 12, it's overdue.
That's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to become a senpai or senpaiyette, the best, most beautiful, inclusive community on YouTube. I'm gonna go. I love y'all. Keep working hard and start your dreams today. Okay? Goodbye and peace.